And we are live.
Hold it now. Gorillas doesn't take the cubs to be trained by polar bears. Gorillas train our own cubs. The gorilla way. The gorilla
The Zana
way.
Tano approach. My name is Orestes, your humble host.
Welcome to another episode of the Zana Tano approach. Today's topic is healthy living, and I've got a special guest. She goes by the name of Mikella, aka the Alkaline Momma. Hello, Mikella. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing really well, thanks. And you? I'm so happy to be here.
Mikella, like myself, is on an alkaline diet, and I believe she made the switch 3 or 4 years ago. Can you please bring us up to speed with how that transition came about, or what impacted, what motivated you to make that switch?
So the number one thing that motivated us as a family was me being pregnant with my daughter. When we were pregnant, we started thinking about, just health and diet in general. And after my daughter was born, we started digging deeper into it because we were like, what are we going to feed her? What are we going to feed her when it's time for her to eat in 6 months? So we started digging deeper. And then we came across Dr. Sebi and the alkaline diets. And from there, the rest is history. We just carried on expanding our knowledge on it, and we learn more and more about it every single day.
So what could you share some of your benefits that you noticed from making the switch to an alkaline diet?
My emotional state or my mental state, it switched from being that person that was always irritated and angry and depressed and just, always upset, but I didn't really know why I was upset. Now I know why. It was the food. So for me, that changed dramatically. I went from someone who was angry, aggressive, irritable to someone that was happy and full of love. So that was absolutely amazing.
And now, because you're a mother, Mikella, could you share your daughter's personal experience with the diet? Because she's 3 years old. And most kids at this age, they already start getting hooked on the iPads and on the phones, and they have they're already hooked on the sugars, artificial sugars. What is her experience? How does she adapt to the diet? And how is she just, temperament-wise, energy-wise? What does she love to do? How is she as a child, basically?
Well, she is an absolute wonderful little girl. She is super smart, caring, loving. She's always happy. She always has something to say. She always wants to learn. She always wants to gain more knowledge. And in regards to the alkaline lifestyle, it's all she knows. She was born into it. We were already transitioning when she was born. So basically, she doesn't know anything else, but now that she is getting older, she does ask questions and we explain, and she understands fully. And she doesn't ask for sweets. She doesn't ask for cool drink and things like that. So every once in a while, we will get her a treat, like maybe a vegan chocolate, once a month or once every few weeks. But she is very centered, and she is very self-sufficient as well, very independent, and she knows exactly what she wants. And it's like she understands, she does understand. We explain everything to her really well. We communicate as a family, and she understands. And she's on it. She's on this journey with us, and she's enjoying it thoroughly. And in regards to, screen time and things like that, we don't own a TV. We haven't owned a TV for 8 years now. We haven't owned a microwave for 8 years. So she's not exposed to, cartoons or those kind of programs. It's called program for a reason, because it's programming you 100%. That other people are exposed to. So I'm very grateful for that, and I'm very blessed. I'm very happy too.
But what I found is that being on a healthy diet has less to do with occasionally eating good foods or healthy foods, and more to do with not ingesting in that which would harm you in the first place.
It's actually very interesting, because this is a very touchy subject to most people. Whenever I speak about hybrid foods or these kinds of things, people get very touchy. They say, but a potato, it's grown in my garden. How can it be man-made? They don't understand or comprehend the concept of hybrid. So for me, carrots, I was shocked. Carrots, potatoes, sweet potatoes, broccoli, cauliflower, rice.
Apparently, the only natural rice is the wild rice, which is like the black rice, I believe. That's the only natural rice. But again, it's so hard to find that. But if you find it, that's the only alkaline rice. And just to detour a little bit, a few people also ask, is a healthy diet affordable? Because unfortunately, when you go to the health stores, a lot of the superfoods are very expensive. If you look at your quinoa, if you look at your grains like fonio and kamut and amaranth or spelt, it's very difficult to find these grains or a lot of these foods, because I used to eat out a lot more often. So you're already spending a lot on ordering food. You're spending a lot on the transportation to go to get your food if you're eating out. But when I went on an alkaline diet, most of the food that I consumed was cooked at home. So I actually saw myself spending way less, even though a lot of the superfoods are expensive at the health shops, but I found myself spending a lot less. What was your experience with that?
Well, with our experience in the beginning, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where to find the things or anything like that. So I was just going to conventional supermarkets and health shops, like you say, buying expensive items. So in the beginning, it was more costly. But over time, I was like, I'm not doing this right. I need to now investigate. So my advice would be, find local suppliers, message in Facebook groups, ask people, just find a local supplier that will deliver to you. That's exactly what I did. And it is way cheaper. I get all of my grains from there. I actually get certain things from different places. So over time, you start seeing, okay, I'm going to get my grains from here, you know, my fonio, my teff, my amaranth, my quinoa, I'm going to get it from here. Then, you know, from this place, I'm going to get this specific item. And then you start seeing, to, you know, where to get your things from different places. And that's how we started saving. So now, yes, it is cheaper living an alkaline lifestyle. Much cheaper.
You mentioned that you've been helping quite a few people, you know, make the transition from, you know, from wherever they were diet-wise to an alkaline diet. Where can people find you? How do people contact you?
So people can find me on @the Alkaline Momma. That's my name on Facebook and Instagram. That is where I share all of my information. Whenever someone sends me a message, I will never turn them down. I will always give anybody who asks for advice legitimate advice. I will always be there to help others, because that is the reason why I started in the first place. I want to help people heal. I want those people to spread the knowledge and help other people heal too. So if you have any questions, please message me on any one of my pages and I will definitely respond to you with advice.
You mentioned that you were very humbled by the responses that you started getting from people who you were helping.
Yeah. So what made me extremely happy was when I started getting all these responses and comments, because in the beginning, you know, I never knew that this is what it would turn into. It just turned into this. And just hearing the amazing benefits in these people's lives, you know, I'm feeling much better. I've lost all the weight that I wanted to lose. You know, my son is doing much better. Just hearing these kinds of things that, you know, the information or the advice that I gave benefited them or their family in some way. And another really big thing for me is, you know, in almost 30 years of existing on this planet, no one ever once told me, you're inspirational, you're an inspiration. But during the past year, I've heard that phrase countless of times, and that doesn't feed my ego in any way. That fuels me just to give out more, because it tells me that I'm doing good and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and I'm doing a good job and I must carry on and I must just keep pushing. So that really motivates me to just continue with this. It shows me that I'm doing good.
That's amazing. And what do you aspire to do with the knowledge that you have on the alkaline eating? Are you looking to in future open up an alkaline restaurant, an alkaline shop, especially because you're in South Africa? I know that even finding vegetarian or vegan restaurants that
Oh,
just
yes.
serve vegetarian or vegan.
So hard.
Is very hard to find, never mind alkaline. So are you looking
Yeah.
to venture in that direction?
Well, I've definitely thought about it. I've gotten a lot of ideas over the past year, especially this year. My brain's just been all over the place. So there is definitely a need for an alkaline restaurant or an alkaline takeout. And I will definitely want to do that in the future when I'm ready.
Okay.
So for now, I'm not ready to do that. But what I'm going to continue doing right now is carrying on spreading my knowledge. And I want to carry on learning more, because the more I know, the better I can do. And I want to continue helping people. I want to continue helping people reverse their disease, their cancer, their ailments. I want to help people benefit their lives. That is my main focus right now. So I want to continue with that. And I am going into the alkaline coaching.
Okay.
So I am working on my website and my meal plans and all of that. So that will be up and running soon. And then I will offer specialized alkaline coaching for individuals. So I am looking forward to that. And that's what is coming next.
A lot of people have been under, a great amount of stress. A lot of people have been depressed, So to have someone like yourself who still reserves, that keen attention to helping people, to wanting to give, something that is for the betterment of others, I think that's something that really needs to be, we need to applaud such gestures. And it's amazing, and nothing better than being able to make a living from that which keeps you alive. Because I think that's one thing we have in common. People often ask me, what is the best thing or the best decision or the best thing you've done for your life, for yourself, basically. And for me, I feel like making the switch to the alkaline diet was the best thing I've ever done for myself. And that's my number one priority. And just hearing the passion when you speak about when you speak about alkaline or alkalinity and the diets, I can, it resonates. I can see that resonating within you as well.
I feel exactly the same way. I feel like it's the best thing I could have ever done for myself and my family. And I feel like the world needs more people like us, more selfless people that are willing to give in order to help the betterment of, just people in general.
Yeah.
People need to hear more things like this. So I applaud you too for starting this. Thank and for you. Allowing me to be here and share everything.
Yeah, and I think I definitely need to have you on the show again, because I think I know we've mentioned quite a lot, but it's just, we haven't really gotten to the roots of certain things, and we're just going to allow the guests or people who watch this interview to digest what they could. And I think we're going to have you a few more times coming on the show to share more of your experience and to share your growth as well, because after this call, I'm sure you're going to get on another call. You're going to be answering messages and phone calls and constantly, sharing your knowledge with people. So it'll be great to really, stay close and watch you grow. And yeah.
That would be amazing. Thank you so much. I'd really love to. Like you said, there's just so much to say. There's so many different, topics to touch on just within, living an alkaline lifestyle. And I'd really love to share more. And I'd just like to thank you. Thank you so much for asking me to be here.
Thank you for accepting the invitation. And Omikasa Esukasa, you're always welcome. And please, if there's anything that we can do on the show to promote your business, you mentioned that the website is coming up very soon. Please share your Instagram handle and Facebook handle again so that people can follow you.
Okay, so my Instagram is at the Alkaline Momma, MOMMA. It's with the O. Facebook is exactly the same, and you guys can catch me on there. I post every single day. I'm posting meals, I'm posting recipes, I'm posting tips, and I'm posting a lot of information and knowledge, especially in my stories on a daily basis. So check out the stories. That's where all the information and truth is at.
Mikella, the Alkaline Momma. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll definitely have you back on the show.
And thank you so, so much for having me. It was absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. And take care and stay blessed and happy and healthy, because that's the most important things in life.
Thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Zana Tano Approach. Do remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel every Friday, 7 p.m. Thank you very much.